Quest. We're going to show you why we think Quest is a great funding search tool for your institution. Let's start out with where do you usually search for federal opportunities? We're going to go to grants.gov. We're going to do a little search here to see how we stack up. So we're going to find grant opportunities. We're going to do a basic search. And we're going to search for lung cancer. So we get 295 results when we search for lung cancer. I'm going to do a little quick search to see how many times the word lung show up on this page. It turns out it doesn't show up at all. So in the opportunity titles, the word lung does not show up anywhere on this first page. So we're going to sort it by relevance to see if maybe we get a different result. And unfortunately, we're still not finding, I'll double check it, so we're still not finding the word lung within the most relevant search results in the opportunity title anywhere, which is a little concerning. So let's go out and take a look and see what we get when we search in Quest. So here's our standard search page. It comes up with some standard basic search functionality here, and there's also advanced search capabilities below, but we're just going to do what we did in grants.gov and see what kind of results we get. So how many do we find? So instead of 277 results that you found on grants.gov, we find 37 results. And hopefully you'll notice right away that you're seeing the word lung all over this page. So lung cancer, lung cancer, lung cancer, lung cancer. We see DoD peer-reviewed cancer concept award. This one doesn't have the word lung directly in it, and that's probably because it's not as close to the words cancer as it is in the other ones. What you'll see is also is this score down the right-hand side. This score is based on how often are the words lung and cancer found within the title and the synopsis, and how close are they to one another. So if you've got lung in one area and cancer in another, they're not going to be scored as highly as you see lung cancer put together as one word. So if we do this, if I were to go down and click on, where do we see this guy here, where we don't see lung, so where do we find? So there you go. So lung is in here, but it's not right next to cancer. So this one got a lower search result. It is showing up in here. It may be one that you are interested in taking a look at, but you really want to focus on the ones that are coming up that are 100, 95, 89, some of these higher search results, because they really are going to get you better results for what you're looking for. So let's say let's do a little bit more detailed search. Let's say we only want to see grants. What do we get when we do that? Okay, so now we've knocked our search results from 37 to 30. There's only 30 in here that are actually grants. Let's say we want to do a search by sponsor as well. So one of the cool things about the way our drop-downs work is that if you type in any word, we'll start with D, all the results that are in the drop-down that have the word D in it will show up. It doesn't have to be first. It can be anywhere within the string. It can be part of a word. It'll show up. But we're going to health. We're going to add the Department of Health and Human Services here. So now let's see what we get. How many do we get down to when we do that search? Okay, so now we've got 24 results that are grants, that are the department that we're looking to do our research with. So we've got a strong search result that we are really happy with here. We could add additional details. As you can see, there's a general section here which talks about things like whether or not it's active or archived. You know, you may specific types of applicants, the location that's being done on, the research that has to be performed in, different dates. When's the submission date? When's it available? When was it entered? We already talked a little bit about the sponsor. We also have funding category available to us and values. So we could say, you know, I want to see ones that only have a total amount of over a certain amount, only ones that are offering more than one grant, for example. All those different types of search criteria are available to you as well. So let's say we know we're going to run this search pretty regularly, so we want to save this search. It's really simple. Right next to the search button is the save button. And here we would name our search. So we'll just call it lung cancer, just keep it simple. And I'll take that out so I can actually, looks good. And we can make this a favorite. You'll see over on the right-hand side in this third column, there's your main navigation area here, which has funding search, which brings you back to that first window that we started with. Opportunities that you've saved, which I'll show you in just a second, and your save searches. So we're going to save this search. It will show up in this link. Now, if we make this a favorite, you'll see the section below that has favorite searches. And what that'll do is make this search show up right on this page. So you don't have to, you know, jump down into save searches to find it. If it's something you're going to be running like every single time, then let's put it right here on the front page so you can get easy access to it. And now, let's say you definitely want to have this search run every single day, but you don't want to have to come in here to do that because you've got other things to do. So you can set this up to run as a search agent daily. And what that means is this search that you just created is going to run every single night at a certain time that you prescribed. This one was set up to run at midnight. So every night at midnight, this search is going to run. You can always go back and see this guy under Save Searches here. And there's your lung cancer search. And you could edit it from here, and you can delete it. So if you wanted to change this time, say, well, I don't really want it to run at midnight. I want it to run at 4 a.m., for example. You can make that change. The other great thing about the search agents is that the first time you get this agent, the first time you get this email, you're going to go out and run this search again. So it's actually going to run it from here by clicking on this. So you're going to get the 24 results that you got in this result the first time this is emailed to you. After that, you're only going to see changes to those. So if one of those is modified or a new one that meets your search criteria is added, those are the only ones that you're going to get in your email. So you're not going to be inundated with the same 24, or maybe you get 25, and you say, okay, which one's the new one? You're just going to get the new one. All right, so let's drill into one of these opportunities. Let's say we love this opportunity. So we go and we look at it, and it's just what we're looking for. We want to keep this somewhere saved for us so we can easily find it. A little link down here says Save to My Opportunities. Because this section that I talked about earlier has My Opportunities in it. So now if I go to My Opportunities, I now have that lung cancer opportunity right here along with one that I had saved previously. And again, you can save as many of these as you like. Okay, so we're going to go back to the funding search page and talk a little bit about what kind of data is currently in Quest. And currently, as I mentioned, we're updating our data from grants.gov every night. So it's federal opportunities that are currently within the system. Our plans are in the very near future to add non-federal opportunities as an additional component, which would cost a little bit more because what we're really doing is passing along the cost of that vendor's particular data set to you, but it allows you to have a federated search where you'll be able to see all those results in one place rather than having to search through multiple different places like you may be doing currently. So you have one interface that gets you all that information. The other thing that we're doing is we're tying search results into the Quality Code's open source research administration software. So if you don't currently have a system that allows you to do your pre-award functionality or system-to-system submission, this is an opportunity for you to adopt a program like that. What this does is populates the information correctly in the proposal development document so you can start going after your funding immediately. The other thing I'd like to mention is that later this year we're planning on adding profiles to the system, which will allow you the ability to create a profile that has your background, your research interests, possibly like I'd like to do research in South America. So if something comes up that says that the location that is going to be performed is in South America, it will create a hit that gives you that information. So you will automatically get emails for opportunities to get entered or updated that match your profile. If you choose to have them emailed to you, you can always obviously log into the system and see them as well. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. If you're interested in testing out Quest, you can send an email to sales@moderas.org, and we can set you up for a test drive of the application. And we'd love to hear from you. We'd certainly also encourage you guys to send us your thoughts and comments and suggestions. So thank you very much.